Let's hear what he's got to say.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rocky Stone. I run one of the best stables of wrestlers in the world today. A stable committed to the meanest, keenest, and baddest wrestlers in the world circuit. And I'll tell you something, ladies. This little boy Casanova here, my boy's gonna break his heart. And then he's gonna break his head. And then he's gonna break his legs. I don't know if you're not worthy to watch my wrestlers. I don't think you lot deserve to watch my wrestlers. But I'll tell you something. Let me hear you give a big...
Well, he does tend to go on.
He's certainly not one of my favourite people, but I do enjoy his wrestlers, and I'm looking forward to seeing Johnny Mr. Muscles England.
Not liked at all, but here comes Johnny Mr. Muscles England, always likes to make an entrance. Flamboyant character.
Yes, well, I think probably more than any other character in the ring today, he has one of these personas that people are very unsure about his identity. They are unsure about whether they should like him or hate him. It's unfortunate here this evening that I've got a feeling they may not like him. They don't like this sort of showmanship up here.
Well, a lot of rumours in the press that he's strenuously denied. We've seen in previous interviews, but I don't know. What do you think about that, Tim?
Well, I think rumours are rumours, and until I actually see things happening before my very eyes, I'm going to ignore them. I certainly wouldn't bring his sexuality into question this evening.
Well, he displays all the attributes of manhood in the ring. Do you think, Tim?
Well, he does, but once again, he has to applaud himself, because there certainly aren't a lot of other people applauding this evening.
He's making his way into the ring, but he's in fine shape for a man of his age. He's about 52 now.
It's incredible, isn't it, to think somebody of that age is still wrestling. But of course, he has been wrestling for over 30 years. He started his career at the very tender young age of 22. And I believe he'd come from a designer background. Is that right, Tricky Ricky?
Yes, certainly has a past.
Yes, I believe he used to be a former ballet teacher, a dress designer. He worked in men's underwear for a couple of years. I also believe that he did a degree course in needlework. Is that right, Tricky Ricky?
Yes, so they are the rumours. How do you see the fight?
Well, I'd certainly worry about anyone who had trained in needlework taking on Casanova. But judging by what Casanova's actually got on this evening, he's probably more interested in what he's wearing than in the way he might wrestle.
I think you're right. The referee coming in, Richard Justice Johns, renowned for fairness and justice, well respected on the wrestling circuit. The standard refereeing very good, I think, in the AWA.
I've always worried about Justice Johns. There's a lot of people who complain about his count. They say that his counts tend to be a bit long. I certainly hope that doesn't upset Johnny Mr. Muscles England this evening.
Who's certainly working up the crowd now. He really likes to have a go at his audience if they don't appreciate him. And who do you think's going to win this time?
Well, I personally can't see Casanova being beaten because he is fit. He's been on the circuit 5 years. He hasn't missed a bout. He's strong. He's mean. He's lean.
Who do you say to start? Johnny England showing amazing agility for a man of his age.
Yes, but he won't get out of that wrist hold.
Well, we'll see. Oh, and there you see Johnny England getting out. He's a very fit man. Very fit. Does a lot of training, and he likes to work the crowd, as you can see here. I think he's going to win this fight.
He's enjoying how I don't like that sort of move. I don't like to see the use of hair in a ring. I personally would immediately, if I was Justice Johns, have moved in there and given him a public ring. I certainly wouldn't allow him to smirk.
What about the rules on hair length?
Well, I certainly don't think it should affect somebody like Casanova, particularly if he's wrestling somebody like Johnny Mr. Muscles England, who, let's face it, that's a nice reverse whip. And he's immediately gone out of the ring.
He's out of the ring. It's something he doesn't like. And there you see Rocky Stone supporting him. Will Johnny England get back in the ring? Surely the referee should account. He is.
Oh, he's complaining that he slipped. He's complaining that there's some wetness on the canvas, and that's what made him slip. But of course, we all know, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, that isn't the case. May I take this opportunity to remind the boys and girls that various things they see in the ring are, of course, done by professional wrestlers, and that they shouldn't in any way imitate them.
That's right. These people do a lot of training. There's Johnny England. He's going there, and we're going for the count. It's one. A slow count. A slow count.
I did warn you about this. It's just been a problem with Justice Johns, and it's something that we at the AWA have looked into. But the only wrestler who's ever seemed to have complained about that has been Johnny Mr. Muscles England.
Well, I think he has a fair case there. I mean, he was down for a very long time, and the count seemed to take an incredible length of time.
So what you've got to work out, Ricky, is that the fact is that he took a long time to get him into a hold in the first place.
It would be nice to see a replay of that. But Johnny England now circling around. These two people, it's a grudge match, this.
Well, they certainly don't like each other because it's certainly true to say that Johnny Mr. Muscles England would consider himself far more attractive than Casanova. And of course, Casanova's got the whole of the crowd on his side.
That's right. Do you think Johnny England's ballet training helped?
Well, I certainly think having seen one or two of the moves he's made and the agility has helped him somewhat. But to be honest, I actually think this will be one of those bouts where in the end the crowd will tell, because Casanova isn't going to take any stick from Johnny Mr. Muscles England.
Here they are, they're lining up together again. And Johnny England seems to be on top in this game, on top.
Oh, that's a nice move. Reverse flip over the head into a body slam position. He's taken him down, so look at that.
You can see that again. Look at the power of that. Amazing power. Johnny, and going once again, going for the count, and Justice Johns once again a bit slow, I think. I think Johnny England has cause to complain, and you can see he is at this moment now.
Yes, but I don't think he'd moved into the actual hold quick enough. If he'd moved in there a little bit faster after the reverse body slam, he might have had a case to answer, but he hasn't.
Complaining to the referee, complaining, and you can't blame him. It's really a clash of egos here tonight, isn't it? And Johnny England there, an amazingly big ego.
Well, it's certainly true that the crowd don't like him. And, of course, Casanova's able to milk the crowd. Certainly, you'd expect that, having handed out a dozen roses. He doesn't seem to be bothered about the expense involved.
At all. Twice voted Britain's most sexy man.
By the AWA fan club, I might add.
That's right. But, of course, any of his well-known girlfriends here tonight?
Well, we're here to watch the wrestling, actually, and that's a fantastic move. A dipping reverse backdrop.
Casanova following Johnny England out of the ring, and yeah, it's all hell is breaking loose here.
Yes, he's dishing out some punishment. I think it's about time Johnny Mr. Muscles took a bit of punishment. He's thrown him against the stage. He's picked him up by what hair he's got, and he's made use of the apron.
That's something Johnny does.
Yes, he does. Later on, if we're invited round for dinner, we probably will see him with his apron. He's used the apron over the ring again there with a face smash, and Johnny Mr. Muscles come in with a low punch to the stomach. I think that was a punch, but I think Mr. Johns wasn't around to see it as usual. Yes,
I'm not too sure about this, Mr. Justice Johns. I think the public nowadays demand higher standards in refereeing.
Well, they do, but at the same time, it's a question of whether or not the wrestlers would want somebody else, because they're the ones ultimately who make their decisions. Because as you know, in the AWA, at the end of each match, we ask the wrestlers to give a point score to the referees. We also ask the managers.
Oh, I didn't know that, Tim. Anyway, back to the action, and Johnny England definitely on top, and going once again for a count. Now, this could be all over.
Full body press, 1.
A slow count again, Tim.
Yes, he's got his arm up in time there. I really can't comment on the counting of the referee. I think I mentioned it at the top of the match.
You did.
I did say it was something to watch out for, and obviously it's something that Rocky Stone is now complaining about.
Yes, Casanova, I'll be interested to see if he gets Johnny England in a hold, how quick the referee counts for that.
Well, most certainly. But what you've got to realise, Tricky Ricky, is it's a question of whether or not the referee feels that Johnny Mr. Muscles has got the man in the hold to start the count. He may feel that halfway through the necessary move he hasn't got the leverage or the pressure on the player to be able to start the count.
And that's quite a vicious posting. You can see it again now in slow motion. Casanova, he really feels that.
Yes, that's punishing.
I think that Johnny England really probably going to finish this one off now. It's a backdrop, and Casanova looks out. And Johnny England once again going for the finish. Here we go. 1. It's slow. It's slow, Tim. Really, I think that there could be grounds for a public appeal.
Yes, but if Johnny had stayed down there, he might have got the full count. There's no point in crying to the referee if you get up in the middle of a count, is there, Tricky?
I'd have to go along with that. Experience really telling in this bout. Johnny England looking fresh. Oh, but he's got turned there, and Johnny England, but the experience showed.
I don't think he's really interested in wrestling this evening. And I had heard that maybe the rumour about him joining the Chippendales may have something to do with it. I just want to comment that looked like a fist to me. That looked like a clenched fist.
Casanova really in trouble. Really in trouble, and obviously he doesn't want to spoil his good looks, but he's got to do something. He's really been taken apart by this man here tonight. And the referee then, once again, down, checking, going for a count. One, and
full body press.
Casanova in trouble. I think it's all over here now.
Yeah, but what he hasn't seen is his hand has actually come up clearing from the deck, so he can't count.
Johnny England has, of course, denied the rumours that he did audition for the Chippendales. But that's neither here nor there. We're in a really tough bout tonight.
I understand that he's also circulated other wrestlers within the AWA to see if anyone wants to share his flat with him in London.
Well, back to the action. Casanova seems to be making a bit of a comeback now, and Johnny England took a vicious posting there. He looks in trouble. He may move out of the ring again, but no, he really shouldn't be taking punishment for a man of his age.
Well, Casanova was definitely on the up there until once again Johnny Muscles moved in with what I consider was an illegal move, once again missed by Mr. Justice Johns.
Is there any ruling in the AWA about the ages of the wrestlers?
No, none at all. As long as they look fit and they're not beaten to a pulp, then things seem to be all right. He thinks he's finished it, and I tell you what, I actually had a close look at that move just now, and it looked to me like Casanova's head hit canvas first. I think he's out.
We can see Johnny England now resting on the top of the ropes. Is he just taking the applause?
No, he's ready to jump.
That's it. Casanova is out. That's the finish. Well, experience triumphed over youth. And Johnny England he's just gloating. He knows that he took Casanova apart, and I don't know if Madonna will be pleased.
Very unpopular win, and I think that there could be something wrong with Casanova.
Oh, he's taking a pounding, and really this is where Johnny England brings the game of wrestling into disrepute. I mean, the bell has gone, he's won, Rocky Stone is taking the applause. Really, he doesn't need to do that. It brings wrestling down to gutter level.
It does, but to be honest, Casanova looks like he may be suffering from too many late nights.
Well, that could be so. Johnny England, well, maybe he'll get some replies now to his ad.
Well, apparently Casanova was seen in a nightclub in Wolverhampton last night at 3 AM.
Well, you cannot, if you're going into the wrestling game, you've got to be fit. Johnny England leaving the ring, enjoying the applause. He likes to milk the applause there with Rocky Stone.